And please welcome our distinguished platform party, Sean Walker, University Faculty Marshal and Academic Senate Chair. Harry Norman, Associate Vice President for International Programs and Dean, University Extended Education. Susan Chabrun, Interim University Librarian. Susan Cooper, Dean, Irvine Campus. Joseph Arnold, Dean, College of the Arts. Raman Unikrishnan, Dean, College of Engineering and Computer Science. David Bowman, Interim Dean, College of Natural Sciences and Mathematics. William Briggs, Dean, College of Communications. Cheryl Fontaine, Interim Dean, College of Humanities and Social Sciences. Anil Puri, Dean, Mahalo College of Business and Economics. Sherry McMahon, Dean, College of Health and Human Development and Interim Associate Vice President for Research, Creative Activities, and Technology Transfer. Tanansin Osagura, Dean of Students. Claire Cavallaro, Dean, College of Education. Amir Dabirian, Vice President, Information Technology and Chief Information Officer. Gregory Sachs, Vice President for University Advancement. Danny Kim, Vice President for Administration and Finance and Chief Financial Officer. Lori Gentles, Vice President for Human Resources, Diversity, and Inclusion. Rahula Latif, ASI President. Teresa Harvey, President, Alumni Association. Berenicia Johnson-Eanes, Vice President for Student Affairs. Jose Cruz, Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs. Adam Day, California State University Trustee. The Honorable Loretta Sanchez, U.S. Representative for California's 46th Congressional District. Mildred García, President.
Good morning. Welcome to the California State University Fullerton Class of 2014 Commencement Ceremony. I'm Dr. Sean Walker, Professor of Biological Science and Chair of the Academic Senate, and today I'm serving as the University Faculty Marshal. Please stand as the Cal State Fullerton ROTC Honor Guard proceeds with the presentation of the colors. Amanda Akin will then lead us in the singing of the national anthem, accompanied by the Cal State Fullerton Wind Orchestra, led by Mitch Fennell. Please be seated. California State University Fullerton 2014 commencement ceremony has begun. There are many special guests in the audience today, and we extend our heartiest welcome to each and every one of you. On behalf of the university community and the class of 2014, we thank you for joining us to celebrate these graduates and their accomplishments. Each graduate will receive a certificate of recognition for participation at their college graduation ceremony, where their individual name will be called. This certificate is signed by the dean of their respective college and the president of the university. At this time, I would like to invite the president of California State University Fullerton, Dr. Mildred García, to the lectern.
Good morning. Welcome to California State University Fullerton's most important annual event and my favorite day of the year. Congratulations, class of 2014. You made it. You juggled family, work, school, and Starbucks, learned new lessons and made old friends, worked all day, and you pulled all-nighters. You may have lost your homework, but you found your way. And because you didn't turn back on your challenges today, you have reached one of your dreams, a university degree. But remember, you didn't get here alone. Look around you. You are surrounded by family, friends, and even fellow classmates who mentored you, supported you, cheered you on to make today happen. Now it's your turn to cheer them on for all of their support. Please join me in thanking everyone that helped you today. In an email to campus earlier this week, I thanked our outstanding faculty and staff for a successful academic year and reminded them that a portion of every degree conferred today is a direct result of what they do. And I want to give a special thanks to 3 deans who are retiring this year, who together gave Cal State Fullerton 67 years of their lives. They are Dean Joe Arnold, Dean Harry Norman, and Dean William Briggs. Between all of them, 67 years. Can you imagine? So please join me in thanking the faculty and staff, the fabulous faculty and staff, and those deans. And while I have provided remarks at a variety of commencement ceremonies throughout my career, I know I can get better. How? By being direct and brief. Which brings me to 3 life lessons I want to leave with you today. Number 1, keep learning. That's how I know I can and will become a better speaker, a better educator, a better president, a better person. We Titans are lifelong learners, and while your degree will certainly open doors, it is your job to fill your mind with what's on the other side. Do this long enough, and the doors will grow wider and bigger and reveal a breadth of knowledge beyond what you can imagine today. Number 2, give back. Just as you stood on the shoulders of so many to get to where you are today, as newly conferred alumni, your shoulders will be the ones others will use. Please help, support them. Know that Titans don't throw in the towel, they throw up graduation caps in the air. So if each one of you mentor just one person to get a college education, that represents so many graduation caps in the air and so many dreams realized. And number 3, remember your alma mater, Cal State Fullerton. You are now Titans. As you venture out into the world, I ask you to remain connected to us. Share with us the many milestones, the many successes you will have in your life. No matter how far you go, you will always be a Titan. So go out and make us proud and make a difference, because Titans always reach higher. Congratulations. I got too excited. I had to go to the next person. It is now my pleasure to introduce a newly appointed trustee of the California State University Board of Trustees and the assistant tribal manager for the Sikwang of the Kumeyaay Nation, U.S. Trustee Adam Day.
Thank you, President Garcia, and good morning to each and every one of you. On behalf of my fellow members of the California State Board of Trustees, it is a true honor for me to be here with you today to witness and celebrate this wonderful accomplishment. First, I bring greetings and gratitude to all the parents, families, friends, and others who have supported today's graduates. Second, I offer our warmest congratulations to each member of the amazing class of 2014. Without exaggeration, education is the most powerful tool we have in addressing social inequality and improving the lives in this world. Your Cal State Fullerton education, which has come primarily through the efforts of the extraordinary faculty and staff, has given you the tools to make a difference in your own lives and the lives of others. There's a joke about an old man who, when asked for directions, replies, "Well, I wouldn't start here." To the contrary, I can't think of a better place for you to start on what lies ahead than right here, equipped with the education you have received at this university. I look forward to seeing how each of you puts this education to work in different fields, professions, and graduate programs. You are a talented and diverse group, and I am confident that you will make us proud. I want to thank all the members of the campus community for their work and understanding in helping you meet the challenges that you have faced during your years as a student. Finally, I encourage you to aspire to use your time, talent, and treasure to give back. Give back to this university and to your wider communities. You, as college graduates, are among the most fortunate, and you will play a critical role in helping others. Again, on behalf of the entire Board of Trustees, I extend our sincerest wishes for all of your success as you go forth. Congratulations, and go Titans.
Thank you, Trustee Day. It is now my pleasure to introduce Dr. Benicia Johnson-Eanes, Vice President of Student Affairs. Dr. Eanes?
I would like to share with you all a quote from Patti Smith. "Where does it all lead? What will become of us? It all leads to each other. We all become ourselves." Good morning, Titans. This is your moment. We are so delighted that you decided to spend your time with us and pursue your education. We hope that you understand how much we care about you. We hope you understand who you are to us and to this world. We hope you understand how wonderful, beautiful, fabulous, amazing, fantastic, dynamic, and truly stupendous you are. It has been our greatest pleasure to serve you, and we hope that you will come back again and again. And when you see people and they ask, "Why do you walk the way you do, talk the way you do, live the way you do?" remind them, I am a Titan. I went to Cal State Fullerton. Congratulations. I would now like to introduce Ms. Teresa Harvey, President of the California State University Fullerton Alumni Association and alumni of the College of Communications and Arts, class of 1961. 81. I'm so sorry, Ms. Harvey.
Good morning, Titans. On behalf of the Cal State Fullerton Alumni Association, I welcome you here this morning and extend a special greeting to those who joined the ranks of Titan alumni. This past year, I have had the pleasure of serving as the president of the Alumni Association. Representing more than 225 degree-holding alumni, our organization works to promote you by providing programming and services to make you professionally successful as you move forward in your life after graduation. One of my greatest pleasures this year has been getting to know many of the amazing students. I wish I could have been acquainted with each of you because I am constantly amazed and inspired by your accomplishments. Being a Titan is more than a name. It's a powerful network. Connections made through programs and services offered by Alumni Association can help launch you, connect you, and even employ you. Did you know that the majority of employees in Orange County are Titans? These are your future employers, coworkers, and it's a great network to get to know. I'd like to commend this class for your demonstration of leadership and your willingness to pay it forward through the reintroduction of the senior class gift. This legacy established by your vision will leave a mark for future generations of Titans. In addition, I'd like to thank you for your support of the Alumni Association. More than 1 in 4 graduates sitting here today made the decision to invest in your future by joining the Alumni Association. This will provide you access to the Career Center as you go look for a job, and discounts at various opportunities on campus to show your Titan pride. Take a moment to let your success soak in, and then look ahead to your future. The relationships made while at the university will help shape you. Don't dismiss the benefits and turn your back on the investment that you've made. Graduation today is not the end of your relationship with the university. You've worked hard to get here, and now it's your job to start anew. The opportunities you will have to be ambassadors, spokespersons, and advocates. Make a difference in the university that has given you so much. Consider an investment in your future, whether attending sporting events, volunteering, serving as a mentor, supporting the arts, or making financial contribution. It all helps give back to the legacy of Cal State Fullerton. Cal State Fullerton has played an important part in shaping you into what you are today. The faculty has helped guide your professional path and has challenged your way of thinking. Continue to think big. Remember, Titans reach higher. Thank you and congratulations to all of you.
Thank you, Teresa. One of the great honors that I get as Senate Chair is I get to speak to all of you, and I'm really happy to do that. And good morning again. And I'm going to quote one of my favorite fictional characters, Bilbo Baggins. Okay. It's a dangerous business, Frodo, going out your door. You step onto the road, and if you don't keep your feet, there's no knowing where you might be swept off to. You all kept your feet. You navigated your way all the way to graduation, even if you did get stuck in a McCarthy Hall elevator. Okay? Along the way, you've had friends and family who helped you stay on the road and kept you from falling off. So let's thank them. Take a second and give them a round of applause, your family and friends who helped you. This really frightens me. 20 years ago was when I first graduated from university with a bachelor's degree in chemistry. Luckily, Walter White wasn't my role model. I did find out 2 things. I actually really like teaching, and I hate speaking in front of people, which seems a little bit contradictory. I had wonderful faculty, and I was extraordinarily fortunate to, like many of you, have been mentored by wonderful faculty who were really passionate about things that probably most people might not think are so interesting. Today, I get to sit around, work with wonderful students, study the behavior of crickets, make lots of videotapes of crickets having sex, make bad jokes about the private lives of the crickets of Orange County. I've gotten to do exactly what I wanted to do. I have the opportunity to work with fellow faculty members who are passionate about teaching, who are committed to their research, and are dedicated teacher scholars. And most importantly, I get to spend my time working with students like you, students who work outside of the university insane, crazy hours so you can afford to go to school and support your families. Students who have come back to the university after years of doing something else. Students who love to learn. Students who inspire all of us. And they persevere and work to achieve great things. Ed Wilson, an entomologist from Harvard who studies ants, okay, he said, "You're capable of more than you know. Choose a goal that seems right for you and strive to be the best, however hard the path. Aim high, behave honorably, prepare to be alone at times, and to endure failure. Persist. The world needs all you can give." On behalf of the Academic Senate, the faculty of California State University Fullerton, I'd like to thank you for spending your time at Cal State Fullerton learning with us, congratulate you on your achievements, and encourage you to celebrate those today. I look forward to what you'll bring to us in the future. At this time, I'd like to introduce Mr. Rahula Latif, President of the California State University Fullerton Associated Students Incorporated. You have time for a selfie, Mr. President?
Sure, let's do it.
All right, cool.
Thank you, Dr. Walker. Welcome, everyone. Usually when you're wearing a robe in public, it means that you're giving up on the day. But I've been there, and unless I land a career in the next 16 hours, I might be there again Monday morning. But I digress. The reason why you're here is to celebrate an accomplishment. And while we end this journey together, the way it began was vastly different for each of us. Mine started in Afghanistan. You see, I was born in a bathtub, and because I had my umbilical cord cut the wrong way, I nearly bled to death. In my formative years, I've witnessed villages get terrorized by missiles, families mourning the loss of their loved ones, and so much death. By the time my single mother brought me and my 3 sisters to the U.S., I thought I was ready for anything. Boy, was I wrong. Turns out, arriving right before 9/11 and not speaking a word of English makes you a pretty easy target. During my high school and middle school years, I remember this one person, this bully. He would push me, shove me, humiliate me, and always made sure to tell me I was worthless. Over and over again, I would hear these words, "Rahula, you can't, and you can't." A few weeks ago, one morning, I was at a liquor store. And no, it wasn't one of those mornings. I wasn't wearing a robe, just buying milk. There we go, I was buying milk. And I heard a familiar voice right behind me. I turned around, and there's the bully, my bully. He was in line buying diapers and formulas, of all things. And he recognized me. He said, "Rahula, I've heard all about you. How are you doing?" At that moment, my throat went dry. My body started shaking, and all the emotion from my past came back. He became the physical manifestation of all the adversity and hopelessness I'd ever faced. I wanted to scream, I wanted to attack, I wanted to hit him. Instead, while I was paying for my groceries, I ended up paying for his too. Literally, bought the man food and diapers for his children. "Rahula," he said in dismay, "why are you doing this? I made your life a living hell all those years." "You did," I admitted. "Remember how you used to tell me I can't do anything?" "Yeah," he said, "I remember that." And with a big smile on my face, I turned around and I said, "Because I can." Graduates, on your journey to this triumphant day, each of you have faced your own adversity, your own hopelessness, and your own bullies. The very fact that you're here today tells me that you've persevered and you've found a way. You've discovered that regardless of the obstacles before you, with the power of education and perseverance, you can. But make no mistake, as we venture out into the world, there are more bullies headed our way. They may not be in physical form, but they stand as obstacles to our dreams. But we are now lifelong Titans. And Cal State Fullerton, our alma mater, the largest and proudest CSU in the state, led by President García, has prepared us to face these adversaries and conquer them. Prepared us to pursue our dreams and to hope for the best for everyone. It's prepared us to find a job and to build a career. As graduates of this great institution, we are ready. And anyone who tells us we can't is just plain wrong. I can. You can. We can take on the world, and we will. So, Titans, let's get to it. Thank you.
Thank you, Rahula. It's now my pleasure to invite President Garcia back to the lectern so that she may introduce our keynote commencement speaker. President Garcia.
Thank you. It is now my distinct honor to introduce your keynote speaker, Congresswoman Loretta Sanchez. That's right. Now in her 9th term in the U.S. House of Representatives, Congresswoman Sanchez proudly represents the 46th Congressional District, which includes the cities of Anaheim, Santa Ana, Orange, and Garden Grove. She is a leading voice in Congress for women in the military and the highest-ranking female on both the Armed Services Committee and the House Committee on Homeland Security. Congresswoman Sanchez is also nationally recognized for her expertise in counterterrorism and intelligence, and frequently appears on MSNBC, CNN, C-SPAN, and other media outlets to discuss, among other things, the importance of economic development and trade along the U.S.-Mexico border and ports of entry. One morning I was watching Meet the Press, and there was the Congresswoman at the round table, proudly representing Orange County. In addition to serving her country and her constituencies, Congresswoman Sanchez has also been a valued supporter of Cal State Fullerton and many of our student-centered programs. And while I knew the Congresswoman before my arrival at Cal State Fullerton, I personally will never forget the ways in which she embraced me as your new president. As busy as she is, she had opened her home on a Sunday morning and invited powerful women leaders in Orange County to meet me. She stated, and I quote, "We need to celebrate and hear your plans for Cal State Fullerton, and then share how all of us can support you to take this university even higher." Since that first meeting, she continues to reach out to help us, and I've come to know the Congresswoman as a remarkable leader who demonstrates how education, persistence, and vision can propel you to the highest levels. She is a true supporter of Cal State Fullerton. For that reason and many others, I could not be more excited to invite Congresswoman Loretta Sanchez to the lectern to deliver the 2014 commencement address. Please join me and give her a Titan welcome to Congresswoman Loretta Sanchez.
Wow. Wow, because I'm looking at a sea of people. Look around you. How exciting to see you all this morning. Thank you, President Garcia. You are a true leader. To our distinguished guests, our faculty, our parents, our friends, the party crashers here today, and to the most important people, the reason we're here, the members of the class of 2014. Thank you for having me here today. So, where are my College of the Arts graduates? Were they yesterday? They're not here today? Darn. What about the College of Business and Accounting and Economics and Marketing? I'm an economics major. Go, guys. What about the College of Communications? Are you here? I can't hear you. Yeah. College of Education. Where are you? How about the College of Engineering and Computer Science? Woo! And the College of Health and Human Development. Yeah. I see you social workers, public health officials. I see you counselors and politicians of the future. How about the College of humanities, and social sciences, philosophers and sociologists, our criminal justice people. I see the future of America right out there. And finally, where are my interns, Lorenzo and Tyler? You out there? Hi! Congratulations, guys. Seriously, I do want to congratulate all of you because, you've done it all. You've completed the course, you've earned the degree, you've learned enough to be a true badass. Whether you're graduating summa cum laude or summa cum laude, you have made it. A special word of congratulations to the parents of the graduates who have given you graduates more than you know, more than you may ever know, and today feel a strange sense, a combination of relief and a little bit of dread. Because your parents are wrestling with the largest and greatest question of life. When my adult kid moves back in, do I charge her rent for her old bedroom? Do me a favor. Give your parents a big hug and thank them today because they've really gone through a lot to help you be here. Don't ask them for a car. Don't ask them for an iPod. Don't ask them. Just hug them and thank them for all that they did to support you. And I also want to say a special word of congratulations and thanks to those who have served or are serving our country in the armed forces. They bear the physical and psychological scars of war. I know because as the senior women ever in the Congress with respect to the military, I have visited our troops all over the world. I have seen them in Walter Reed and Bethesda Medical, in our VA hospitals in Long Beach and LA. And I have been inspired and I have been humbled by the courage. And my heart has broken many times. And so to you, I salute you today for your investment in America. On this very special day, you have asked me to do a very traditional thing. To take and capture in a speech all the excitement and all the future and all the grandeur of this particular moment. And traditionally, these things fall in two categories. Either you get a stand-up comedy or you get a sermon. Well, I'm not a comedian, and I am not a televangelist. I am a congresswoman who specializes in the military and national security and economic issues. I was trained as an economist. I'm an MBA. So you really don't want me to be funny today. But one thing I've learned, that when you dress 1,000 people in the exact same robe and the hat, you cannot tell them each of you is a unique and special individual. So let me begin. Each of you is a unique and special individual. I want you to ask yourself today, why did I get this degree? What will I do with this education and this knowledge other than try to pay back my student loans? Today, I want to see you take a look at that diploma and understand that it is something very profound. I want you to see that diploma as a call to service. We live in a land of opportunity, despite what everybody says on TV, these pundits and these people, that the American dream is dead. It's just not true. I know that you have seen your parents endure this great recession we are just coming out of. Some of the families right here have lost their homes, they've lost their jobs, their pensions, their savings. The days when you began at this university were the days of economic crisis and uncertainty. My own brothers, one of them a graduate from here, lost their business, they lost their homes. Maybe the ground doesn't feel as stable as you'd like it to be as you graduate today. And I'm not going to lie to you that the reality of life is that there are many tough things that are still in your future. Your parents and I have seen many hard times and many heartaches. But life also teaches us that there are always better days ahead, as long as you don't give up. You know, big shots are simply little shots who keep on shooting. Thomas Edison once said that he had never failed, but that he had found many ways that didn't work. But if you dedicate your life to service, you can be the one who makes a better day for yourself, for your family, for your young ones to come. And I've got to tell you that I have found that the great secret in life is that serving others is the secret of happiness and success. I want to tell you a couple of stories about a couple of very humble and wonderful people. First, let me tell you about a lady named Maria. Born into a family of 7 in Mexico, Maria left school to help the family financially when her father died. Eventually, she immigrated to Los Angeles as a young woman, and she met a fellow Mexican immigrant, and she got married and settled down just a mile away from here. And she had 7 children. She was a stay-at-home mom, cleaning and cooking 3 meals a day for a family of 9. Maria was determined to serve her family. She worked at home, she worked odd jobs, and she taught her children to believe in the value of hard work and education. She sacrificed her dreams and her desires to give her children a better shot at life than she had had. She ran the snack stand so that her kids could play Little League. She stood out in front of the banks on Friday evenings to help her girls sell Girl Scout cookies. That was when people had to go to the bank on a Friday to cash their paycheck. She cleaned houses on Saturday when her eldest started at USC so that she could help pay for his dorm room there. I am sure that there are a lot of Marias in the audience today, and that you know of a lot of Marias, because Maria exemplifies the extraordinary determination of so many who come to this country looking for opportunity. She resembles so many parents and grandparents here today. How many times have you graduates seen your parents and family members sacrifice so that you might be here today? But even as she struggled and she saved and she worked her fingers to the bone so that her children would have opportunity, she decided that she would be the role model, that she would be the example. And she went back to school. First, she got her GED, then her AA, and then her university diploma. And on the day that she graduated, she insisted that all of her children be at that ceremony because she wanted to show them that there are no excuses in this great land of America. As all her children headed to college and went on to do their masters and their lawyers and their doctorates at Stanford and UC Berkeley, at Chapman, at USC, at UCLA, at Cal Poly, and at Cal State Fullerton, Maria became a public school teacher. And she taught in classes where she saw the poor, because she wanted to give them the promise of America. She dedicated her life to service. Maria's my mother, and she is a Titan. You see, the first college graduation I saw was where you are. I got to see my mom come across the stage with that smile, walking on air like you will be in just a few minutes. Today, Maria has that same sparkle. She has the same awe of the unknown, the same love for learning. And even through her darkest days, and there were many, lack of money, not being at home at night with her family, stress of never having enough time to do it all, the fear of studying in a second language, of having a heavy accent. She wanted me to tell you today that it was the administrators and the faculty of Cal State Fullerton who kept her going, who picked her up and dusted her off and pushed her into the classroom. That is what you have as a Titan. You have the family of Titans. Why did she do all of that? Did she do it for money? Did she do it for herself? Did she do it because she wanted to say she had a degree? She did it to provide for her family and because she wanted to be a school teacher. Wouldn't you like to send your kids to a classroom with someone like Maria? I love Cal State Fullerton because it is family. And you today will make your mark on the world in some way, even in ways you don't even know. My mother, an immigrant, mother of 7, who climbed the ladder from GED to university degree, get a load of this, is the only mother in the history of the United States to send 2 daughters to the United States Congress. Let me tell you about a guy named Bill. He was born in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. His father was a successful general contractor, built most of the buildings that you will see, the historic buildings of Philadelphia. He grew up in a wealthy home. But when Bill was 11, his father lost everything in the Great Depression. He lost his business, his savings, his home. They had to move to a small rented house. They had to adjust to the new realities. And there was hardship, more of it to come, because when Bill was 22, America was drawn into World War II, and Bill was drafted into the Army in the largest mobilization the world has ever seen. And on the morning of June 6th, almost 70 years ago, in 1944, Bill was one of the thousands of seasick, terrified American soldiers who clawed their way onto Omaha Beach amidst a blizzard of bullets and fire in order to secure the liberation of Europe, to do away with the destruction of tyranny, and to begin a new era. He was badly wounded that day, but he continued to serve. He served in the Cold War, in the nuclear area dawn. He was called to the Korea conflict. He was wounded there also. And after 12 years of service, Bill came home to build a life in America, to build a life and a home and the most powerful economy that the world has ever seen. Having lived through the Depression, the loss of everything, 2 wars, terrible wounds, you might say that Bill was dealt a bad hand, but he never gave up. He got an engineering degree. He raised 5 children. He exemplifies the American spirit of service, and he passed it on to his boys, a police detective, a minister, and a career Army officer. I never met Bill because he died in 1995, but I married his son, Jack, who served 23 years in the United States Army and is the light of my life. Looking out over you today, I see more talent and more drive and more character, enough to change our community, to change our state, to drive our nation, and to change the world. But you must answer that call and make something extraordinary of your lives. There's no script. Challenges and tragedies, they lie ahead of you. But if you have the courage and the determination of Maria, if you have the perseverance and the hope of Bill, your lives will one day light the world up and serve as an example to all future generations of Titans. There are many ways in which you can serve your country: in the Army, in the classroom, in a small business, in your home. Wherever you are, create those opportunities. Create those opportunities of service and kindness and goodness and love. Go forth today, from this day on, and know that behind you is the family of Titans, that this is a great institution, that you will get your bearing, and that you can do it. Because the Cal State Fullerton family is here to help you, to launch you, and to celebrate your lives of service. To the class of 2014, congratulations, you made it. Thank you.
Let's once again thank Congresswoman Sanchez for her message of service, for sharing her family story, for those thought-provoking remarks. Thank you, Congresswoman Sanchez. It is now my pleasure to invite Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs, Dr. Jose Luis Cruz, to the lectern. Provost Cruz.
Every graduate here today has worked extremely hard and made enormous sacrifices, all with the goal of obtaining a brighter future. Graduates, today you have achieved your goal. Today is the commencement of your future. The strength of your character, your sense of purpose, and your commitment to society makes all of us here today, family, friends, faculty, staff, and administrators, proud to have been part of your journey to success and confident that you will make a positive difference in the world. You now join over 225,000 Cal State Fullerton alumni. You are now vested with all the rights and responsibilities of a full-fledged Titan. This means that you should strive to be a lifelong learner, demonstrate to others the value and importance of education, and remember your alma mater. Congratulations to all of you on your achievements. Let's give a strong round of applause for our class of 2014 and the amazing future that awaits them. It is now time to recognize and perform the hooding of the class of 2014 graduates in the Cal State Fullerton Doctorate in Education program. Dean of the College of Education, Claire Cavallaro, and I will be performing the hooding ceremony today.
Peter Parcell. Eddie Perez. Kareem Savoy. Sergio Guzman. David El Fatal. Kimberly Carranza. James Lancaster. Telma Belinda Ruiz. Amir Law. Sylvia Lasama. Yvette Moss. Estela Salas Sarmiento. Shayu Leon. Heidi Swenson Chipman. Olivia Veloz. Deborah Silverman. Elaine Lipez Gonzalez. Azuraida Shahadin. Sorry. Tony Wong. Alicia Bailey. Chin Lam. Trisha Hyun. Jennifer Olson. Christine Hartloff. Nam Fawn. Kathleen Purcell. Dirksen Lee. Sangeetha Carmona. Kelly Myers Wagner. Mario Carlos.
Congratulations to all our graduates in the Cal State Fullerton Doctorate in Education program. It is now time to recognize those graduates that have earned their bachelor's degrees with honors. Outstanding scholastic achievements at the baccalaureate level are recognized upon completion of degree requirements by the awarding of honors, the eligibility of which is explained in your program. In recognition of their scholastic excellence, all honors graduates are presented a medallion with the seal of California State University Fullerton imprinted on it, and the level of honors achieved is engraved on the reverse side. Although their names are annotated in the commencement program, I would like to recognize each group of honors graduates. Please hold your applause until all honors graduates have been recognized. Individuals graduating summa cum laude, wearing their medallions with blue ribbons, please stand and remain standing. Individuals graduating magna cum laude, wearing their medallions with orange ribbons, please stand and remain standing. Individuals graduating cum laude, wearing their medallions with white ribbons, please stand. Congratulations to all our honors graduates. Please be seated. Now is the time for which all of you have been waiting. Will all doctorate, graduates, and candidates please stand? Will all master's, graduates, and candidates please stand? Will all baccalaureate, bachelor's degree candidates please stand? President Garcia, on behalf of the faculty of California State Fullerton, I am pleased and honored to present to you the graduates and candidates of the class of 2014 for the conferring of their degrees.
Thank you, Dr. Cruz. Doctorate in Education program graduates and candidates, master's graduates and candidates, baccalaureate graduates and candidates. It is with great privilege and honor before valued family and friends, and upon the recommendation of the administration and teaching faculty of the California State University Fullerton, and by the authority vested in me as president of the university by the CSU Board of Trustees, to confirm upon all of you completing requirements the degrees for which your name is listed in our commencement program, together with the rights, privileges, opportunities, and responsibilities to our society attached hereto. Your diplomas will stand as testimony to your possession of these degrees. As a symbol of conferral of your degree, baccalaureate candidates may now move the tassel from the right side of their caps to the left. Congratulations, candidates. Felicidades. Go out and celebrate this afternoon.
Wow, have all the tassels moved? Okay. The 2014 University Commencement Ceremony is now concluded. We ask that the audience remain seated as the platform party exits the stage. When the platform party is exited, please proceed to the location of your college commencement ceremony. Congratulations to our 2014 graduates and their families and friends attending today. We hope you enjoy your day on campus. The 2014 University Commencement Ceremony for California State University Fullerton is now concluded. Congratulations to all of you for reaching this significant milestone in your life.